Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0496, which stands for Evaporative Emission Control System, EVAP, High Purge Flow Detected, indicates a problem with the vehicle's evaporative emission control system that is unable to manage the vapor coming from the fuel tank properly. This specific issue can lead to a higher volume of vapors being purged into the intake manifold than is normal. The components directly involved in this malfunction typically include the EVAP canister purge valve, the EVAP canister vent shut valve, and the fuel tank pressure (FTP) sensor, located in the fuel tank area or near the EVAP canister. An abnormal purge flow can cause increases in emissions and can also lead to issues with vehicle performance and fuel efficiency. Identifying this error is crucial for maintaining compliance with emissions regulations and ensuring optimal engine operation. Proper attention and diagnostics are necessary before initiating repairs to ensure that appropriate steps are taken to address the fault effectively. In summary, DTC P0496 indicates a malfunction within the EVAP system that requires immediate attention to ensure compliance with emission standards and optimal engine performance. Accurate diagnosis and troubleshooting are essential as they guide technicians through necessary steps to identify and fix the underlying issues. Following all outlined procedures for verification and repair is critical in resolving the DTC completely, further emphasizing the importance of regular maintenance. Vehicle owners can take proactive steps to sustain the health of their evaporative emission systems, helping to avoid future complications. Staying informed on system performance and taking action at the first sign of trouble can significantly contribute to the long-term reliability of the Honda Accord within the specified model years. The DTC P0496 pertains to the EVAP, or Evaporative Emission Control System, which is responsible for preventing fuel vapors from escaping into the atmosphere. This system utilizes several components, particularly the EVAP canister purge valve, which controls the flow of vapor into the engine for combustion. The EVAP canister vent shut valve, located at the top of the canister, prevents the entry of outside air from disrupting the system. The fuel tank pressure (FTP) sensor monitors the pressure within the fuel tank and sends this information to the powertrain control module (PCM). If the flow rate exceeds a predefined threshold, it results in the triggering of the DTC P0496. These components are generally located either near the fuel tank or along the fuel line, which can make access challenging during diagnostic testing. Furthermore, effective communication between these components is essential for the optimal functioning of the EVAP system and overall vehicle performance. Several factors could be at play in the emergence of DTC P0496. The most common cause is a faulty EVAP canister purge valve, which may become stuck open, disrupting normal vapor flow and allowing excess vapors into the intake system. Additionally, a stuck EVAP canister vent shut valve can also lead to improper purging of vapors, contributing to the high purge flow detected by the PCM. Wiring issues, including poor connections or frayed wires, can interfere with the operation of these components and lead to intermittent failures. It is also important to assess the FTP sensor, as it could be malfunctioning and sending incorrect readings to the PCM. Finally, a vacuum leak in the system can exacerbate purging issues, causing excess flow to be registered in diagnostics. Identifying these issues early on is essential for preventing further complications or damage to the emission system. The presence of DTC P0496 frequently results in a number of noticeable symptoms. One of the primary indicators is the illumination of the check engine light, signaling that the vehicle's onboard diagnostic system has detected an issue with the EVAP system. Increased emissions may result due to improper management of fuel vapors, leading to potential failure in emissions testing or regulatory compliance. Moreover, drivers might experience poor fuel economy as the engine struggles to process excessive vapor flow, which impacts combustion efficiency. In some cases, the engine may exhibit rough idling or other performance inconsistencies arising from the disrupted air-fuel mixture. It is vital for owners to diagnose these symptoms swiftly to avoid any prolonged damage to the engine or emissions control system. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0496 involves turning the ignition switch to the on position or pressing the engine start-stop button to enter the on mode. This will prepare the vehicle for diagnostics. Next, the technician should clear any existing DTCs using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, which will allow for accurate testing without previous error codes interfering with current diagnostics. Following this, the technician selects the EVAP test option in the inspection menu and then proceeds to the function test of the EVAP system using the HDS. If the test cannot be completed due to another DTC being present, it is critical to address that code prior to proceeding with this one. Based on the result of this test, the technician will either confirm that the problem is intermittent, meaning the system functions correctly at that moment, or identify further steps needed should the test fail. In the second step, the technician systematically checks the EVAP canister purge valve. This involves disconnecting the vacuum hose from the valve and connecting a T-fitting alongside a vacuum gauge and a vacuum pump for accurate measurement. The technician will then apply approximately 2 kilopascals, kPa, which is about 0.6 inches of mercury, Nh, or 15 millimeters of mercury, mm, Hg, of vacuum to the purge valve to evaluate its ability to retain that vacuum. If the valve can hold the vacuum, it suggests that the valve itself is functioning correctly, indicating that the issue may lie elsewhere in the system, specifically with the EVAP canister vent shut valve, which should then be replaced. Conversely, if the purge valve fails to hold vacuum, it will need to be replaced immediately. Accurate measurements in this step are critical for ensuring that the vehicle's emission system operates correctly. Once repairs have been made to the affected components, it is essential to verify that all work has been effective. Start by turning the ignition switch to the on position or pressing the engine start-stop button to select the on mode. Following this, the technician should reset the powertrain control module, PCM, using the HDS. Resetting the PCM is crucial as it clears any stored data regarding previous fault codes. The next step involves performing an idle learn procedure to allow the engine control unit to recalibrate itself for optimal idle performance following any repairs. After these operations are completed, the technician will need to perform another EVAP test via the HDS to assess the status of the EVAP system. If the results from this final test indicate a passing condition, it confirms that the troubleshooting and repairs have successfully resolved the DTC P0496 issue, finalizing the repair process. The final repair verification step ensures that the repairs conducted have effectively resolved the DTC P0496 issue. Once the technician has confirmed that all affected components were appropriately replaced or repaired, any existing codes should be cleared to prevent lingering problems from influencing vehicle diagnostics. After performing all necessary repairs, it is advisable to monitor vehicle performance over the subsequent days to ensure that the issue does not reoccur. Continuous observation will help to catch any potential underlying problems that may have been overlooked. Additionally, reviewing data from the PCM can provide insights into the system's functionality after repairs. ensuring that the EVAP system operates within normal parameters. Following these steps reassures both the technician and the vehicle owner that the DTC P0496 has been addressed comprehensively. Preventive maintenance is essential for the ongoing health of the EVAP system and can help to avert issues such as DTC P0496 from occurring in the future. Regular inspections of all EVAP components, including the purge valve and vent shut valve, are advised to detect any wear or malfunction early on. Technicians should also routinely check for vacuum leaks within the system, as these can destabilize pressure and result in inaccurate readings at the FTP sensor. Maintaining the integrity of all connections, hoses, and electrical terminals associated with the EVAP system is crucial as well. Additionally, keeping the fuel system clean and ensuring that high-quality fuel is used can also contribute to the longevity of the EVAP system. Engaging in these preventive practices not only promotes efficient operation, but can also save vehicle owners from costly repairs later on. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.